Hi everybody, welcome to Plaid TV. I'm Steve Piacenza.
And I'm Cathie Filian, and today we're so excited to have Jenny Doh joining us. You may know her from her book Signature Styles or from Crochet.com.
Well, thank you so much for being here, Jenny.
Thanks, Steve.
Your book, Signature Style, I was flipping through it. Fantastic.
Thanks. It's my pride and joy.
Yeah.
I am so proud of it.
And what was your inspiration for this?
Well, the inspiration was, can we round up a group of women with great style and women who are distinctive in not only what they wear, but also how they craft. And so that is really the the point of Signature Styles. And we have fabulous contributors who give us a sneak peek into their closets, the way they get dressed, and then also they segue into teaching us how to create an artwear item, accessories and clothing items, and you know I love a good piece of artware, so that's exactly what Signature Styles is about.
Well, super interesting, fantastic. Everybody should pick one of those up. And what's interesting more about it is you got 21 women in there crafting, and you're working with one man today, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Men have style too.
That's right.
Yes.
You have brought some interesting stuff, some fun stuff. I'm looking at this. These are rock based. I noticed you've got some crocheting around rocks here with different elements on top. Tell me a little bit about these real quick.
So I am very obsessed right now with decorating rocks.
Yeah.
I'm really into it, and I am an avid crocheter and avid knitter. I have been for many years, ever since I was a little girl, and I just started crocheting a little cozy, if you will, and just encasing a rock. And then on some of these I have stitched buttons and pieces of felt and batting.
Right.
But then I want to tell you a little bit about these guys.
Well, these are what's great about it, because today we are working with doilies, and I've noticed you're using Mod Podge and doilies on top of rocks.
That's right. There are some friends of mine who want to achieve the crochet look, but they don't want to learn to crochet. So what I came up with...
Skipping a step.
That's right. Is that I love doilies too. So I just took a doily placemat and I cut it.
Let's do one. Let's see how it works.
I'll show you how to do it. You just take a rock, a stone, and I just put a bunch of Mod Podge.
Glob it on, and that's what I love about Mod Podge. You just load that stuff on, dries clear.
That's right.
Wonderful.
And all you do is just wrap the rock, and if in doubt, just put more Mod Podge on, and it will adhere. I like to, when it's drying, I like to set it on top of something like this so that it doesn't get stuck to paper or other surface. So once it's dry, it'll look like this.
Cool.
Yep. And then on these guys, all I've done is taken a point of a pencil or the eraser of a pencil and added dots of paint.
And you just decorated them.
Yep.
Fantastic. You know what's interesting about this? Remember back in the 70s how pet rocks were like the huge ray?
That's right.
I'm looking at this as more of a modern version of that.
It is.
I think you're onto something.
Well, hold on to one and see how you feel.
Yeah, you know what? Rocks have always had major energy.
Yes.
And I see where you're going with this.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yes.
Okay, so we are working with doilies today, and let's see what we can do with these kind of doilies. Now, everybody has these in their house. You usually have drawers full of them, and people sometimes keep them they've been passed down. But you know, people want to maybe modernize or do something with them, and we're going to show you how to do that today. The first thing that I'm going to show you how to do is make these little baskets, cups. You can
cute.
Jewelry, potpourri, whatever. They're just little holders here. Very simple. We are using a product called Stiffy from Plaid. And what we're going to do is, first of all, give it a nice shake and just shake that up. And I have this nice big bowl here, and we're just going to load it with the Stiffy. You can put your doily right on top and just load it up. You want to saturate it.
And it comes right out of the bottle.
Comes right straight out of the bottle, and you're just going to flip it around, get all nice and messy there, and just load it up. And you can see if there's any dry spots, you want to load it up with Stiffy. This is a messy project.
It looks like Mod Podge, but it's more watery.
It is, and it's a stiffener, so it's much more, it becomes much, when it dries, much more stiff than Mod Podge. You want to wring it out, open it up.
Very cool.
And then you're going to get a container, the appropriate size for your doily. Depending on the size of your doily, you want either a smaller container or a larger container. And you're going to go right on top of it and just squeeze it. And form it to your container. And that's it. And you're going to let it sit. And you want to let it dry overnight. Set that aside. We put it over tin foil, of course. can see, and then you're just going to pull it off once it's dried. And there you have it. Take a look at that.
Perfect. And
That's
then you
great.
can weave ribbons through it.
You can weave ribbons, you
Yeah.
can paint it, you can hot glue embellishments on top of it, turn your basket, make it as detailed as you want.
Love it. Party favors.
Party favors,
Yeah.
great gifts.
Yeah.
Another way of using doilies is flowers, and Jenny's going to show you how to do that.
Yes. So for the flowers, same concept.
Which one are we making? We're making this little guy
Yes,
here.
we're going to make that little guy. And the same concept is true with what you just saw with the basket.
Right.
You would put a doily into a bowl and saturate it with stiffy and squeeze it out. And then rather than putting the foil on top of the can, you just shape a small form with a little point so that you can create a flower, if you will. So you would put the doily onto the form and just allow it to
Dry overnight.
Dry
Same.
overnight in the form of a
Yep.
flower. Okay, so then once that is dried, then you would get some floral wire and put here I have a pearl bead, but you could choose to use a button or a different type of bead.
Sure.
Yep, and then
We have a nice big rhinestone right here in the middle
that's
there.
right. That's another good option.
Mm-hmm.
And then poke the ends of the floral wire into the center like this. And then to finish off, we would use some floral tape. And the key to using floral tape, once you pull it off, you need to activate it because it's not sticky as is.
Right.
You give it a nice little tug, and it'll activate it, and it'll become sticky. And so then you wrap the flower.
Super cool.
Super cool and super
Yeah. You
easy.
can make a bunch of these. You can actually make a just big giant bouquet
Yes.
of doily flowers.
That's right. And just lots of gift-giving ideas,
Yeah.
of course.
Very nice. And what I love about these kind of doilies is they all come in different sizes, different colors, different kind of, imagery. They're all between this one and this one. I mean, look at even the one you brought today.
Right.
Completely different. This would make a completely different, unique flower.
Right. And that one was given to me by my friend who said, if you can do something special with it. And it is a really great idea to upcycle and do something meaningful with the doilies in your life.
There you go. Instead of sitting in a drawer
That's
collecting
right.
dust.
That's right. So once you have finished the stem, then you can twist it to make it look a little curly at the end, whatever you like, or you can keep it straight.
Fantastic. Well, Jenny, that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Quick, easy, and fun,
Super
right?
fun.
So give them your website again.
Crescendo.com, CRESCENDOH.com, and
All
this
right.
is for you.
Aw, thank you so much. And don't forget, check out Jenny's book, Signature Style. It's fantastic. Thank you so much for
Thanks,
being
Steve.
here.
Yay.
Love having you. And go to plaidonline.com to check out all of these projects that we did today. And we hope to see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.